Back in '65, when I finished high school, the world felt like it was closing in on you if you were a guy my age. You had these options staring you down. College for a deferment, if you could swing it. Dodging up to Canada, which a few fellas I knew talked about but nobody I respected did. Getting drafted straight into the mess, or enlisting on your own terms. Me? I wasn't cut out for more school. Hated the books, the sitting still. My folks weren't the type with money for college anyway. We were from a small town in Ohio, working class, my dad at the mill. So, dodging? Nah, that felt wrong. Unpatriotic, And getting drafted meant army, boots on the ground in Vietnam, humping through jungles. No thanks. I figured the Navy was smarter. Worst case, I'm on a big ship, maybe chucking shells from offshore. Sounded safer. Ha, famous last words. So, I went to the recruiter in Cleveland, early senior year. Told him I wanted in, but something mechanical, always tinkered with cars in the garage, fixed up my old Chevy. He tested me, said I scored high on aptitude for engines. We'll get you to A school, he says. Signed up right before turning 18, got that kiddie cruise deal, out by 21. Boot camp in Great Lakes, freezing my tail off that winter. Learned to march, salute, all that. Then A school for Engineman. Graduated, thought maybe I'd end up on a destroyer or something. Orders came. Little Creek, Virginia, for riverine training. Wait, what? Rivers. In Vietnam. I asked around. PBRs, Patrol Boat River. Fiberglass speed demons, 31 feet, twin diesels with jacuzzi pumps. Armed to the teeth. Twin 50s up front, M60 midships, 50 or Mark 19 grenade launcher aft. Crew of 4. Boat captain, engineman like me, gunners. We were the brown water navy, sneaking up canals, interdicting VC supply lines on the Mekong Delta. Not what I signed for, but hey, better than infantry, right? No leeches, no endless patrols on foot, or so I thought. Training was brutal. SEER school in Coronado, survival, evasion, resistance, escape. They drop you in the woods, capture you, waterboard simulations, teaches you to hold it together when it hits the fan. Then Vallejo for boat ops, learn to handle those PBRs like a sports car, top speed, 28 knots, turn on a dime. We practiced insertions, extractions, firing drills. By '67, I shipped out to Vietnam. Flew into Tan Son Nhut, Saigon. Heat hits you like a wall, that smell of jet fuel and rot. Assigned to River Division 593, based out of My Tho initially, then mobile on LSTs like the Harnett County. We patrolled the Delta's deadly rivers, Ham Luong, Co Chien, narrow canals thick with mangroves, VC everywhere, booby traps, ambushes. Our job, stop the sampans smuggling rice, ammo, troops. 12-hour patrols, day or night. You'd idle quiet, listen for voices, scan the banks. Spot a suspicious boat? Board it, search. Resistance? Light 'em up. Man, those rivers were deadly. Muddy brown water, snakes, crocs sometimes. But the real killer was the unseen. Mines, B-40 rockets from the tree line. I did over 300 patrols in my tour. Extended it voluntarily after the first year. Stupid, maybe. But the guys were like brothers. Felt wrong leaving. First patrol? Nervous as hell. We're out at dawn, me on the engines keeping 'em purring. Boat captain, this salty E6 from Texas, says, "Keep her steady, kid. Eyes open." We're checking a cluster of sampans when pop, pop, pop. AK fire from the bank. I duck. Gunner opens up with the 50s. Rat-tat-tat. Tracers arcing. We peel out. No hits. Heart pounding but alive. That was Patrol 1. By 50, it was routine. Checkpoints, insertions for SEALs, medivacs. But each one could be your last. Let me think. There were times I should have bought it. 4, 5 maybe. First big one. Tet Offensive, 68. We're at My Tho base when it kicks off. Mortars raining down, VC sappers trying to overrun. I'm in the bunkhouse, grab my M16, hit the perimeter. Sniper fire pinging off the sandbags. One guy next to me takes a round in the shoulder, blood everywhere. We hold 'em off till dawn. Arvin troops reinforce. Town could have fallen without 'em. I fired back, don't know if I hit anyone, just sprayed the tree line. Shook me up thinking about home, my girl back in Ohio writing letters. We'd married right before I shipped out. She was pregnant when I left. That kept me going. Another close call. Out on the Ham Luong, night patrol. Black as pitch, no moon. We're idling, quiet, when bam, a mine detonates under the lead boat. Not ours, thank God, the cover boat. Shrapnel flies, engine quits. VC ambush follows, rockets whooshing in. I rev our engines, swing around to cover. Our 50s chew up the bank, grenade launcher thumping. Pull the crew off the sinking boat. 2 wounded, 1 bad. Drag 'em back to the LST.
Lost the PBR but saved the guys.
Earned a commendation for that. But man, the adrenaline crash after? Weak knees, hands shaking. Thought, why me? Why not hit our boat? Started believing in guardian angels or something. My grandma was religious, said prayers for me. Maybe they worked. Patrols piled up, 100, 200. We moved bases, onto the Jennings County LST. Floating hotel, better than shore. But rivers got deadlier. Monsoon season, water rising, currents ripping. One time, we're in a narrow canal, maybe 50 feet wide. Vegetation choking both sides. Spot VC crossing, open fire. They hit back hard. Rocket glances our armor, explodes aft. I feel the heat, shrapnel nicks my arm. Keep the pumps clear, sucked up weeds, had to shut down clear by hand. Snake in there once, coral, poisonous. Grabbed it wrong, could have been bit. But no, we suppress, extract. That was around patrol 150. Lost a buddy that day. Rear gunner, headshot. Buried the grief, kept going. You had to. Downtime?
Beer on the LST, cards, letters home.
My daughter, born while I was out, saw pictures, cried alone in my bunk, vowed to make it back. Emotional stuff creeps in, you know. Pride in the mission. We stopped tons of supplies, saved villages from VC tax. But fear? Constant. Every rustle in the reeds, every shadow. Humor helped. We'd joke, hey, we're ducks on a pond. Yeah, but armed ducks. Angry ones. One patrol, we're relieving another tandem. Miscom on radio, VC listening, set ambush. They hit the cover boat first, always did. Twin .50s forward on lead, so cover's vulnerable. B-40 slams the coxswain flat. Chaos, unconscious crew, boat drifting into kill zone. I'm mechanic that day, but jump to helm. Turn us around, pull alongside, hold position under fire. Crew hauls the wounded over. Rear gunner lays suppressing fire. We bug out, medevac 'em. Bronze star for that. Cool under fire, they said. But inside? Terrified. For my guys, though, did what needed doing. Saved 4 lives.
That's the 30% that sticks. The bond, the growth.
Went in a kid, came out a man. Hit 300 patrols near the end, 69. Extended again, unit needed mechanics. Last one, quiet, almost. But then sniper fire. Bullet whizzes past my ear, hits the turret frame. Inch over, I'm gone. Front gunner ducks, we return fire, clear the bank. No casualties. Short timer now, counting days. Flew home, met my wife at the airport. Held my girl, 2 years old, didn't know me. That hit hard. Back in Ohio, no protests where I was. Small town, folks patted your back, called you hero. But readjusting? Tough. Nightmares of rivers, explosions. Not full PTSD, but flashes. Never knew if I killed anyone directly. Suppressive fire, maybe. Didn't dwell. Got a job at the mill, like Dad. Raised family. Now? Grandkids ask stories. I tell 'em. 300 patrols, deadly rivers, but I made it. God had plans, or luck. Proud I served, grew up fast. From 18 to 30 in 2 years. That's Vietnam for you. Hell, but it shaped me.
Wouldn't trade the brothers I made. Anyway, that's my story. 4 times I should have died, but here I am. This is my script ad like pronunciation according to this voice model that is 11 Lab Model U. No, back then. Back in 1965, soft pause, when I finished high school, the world felt like it was closing in on you if you were a guy my age. Short breath.